Let me see if I can put it like this. For me, I'll have to carry around laundry detergent, body wash, whatever in my bag. Whether it's a public restroom, a motel room somebody let me sleep in, whatever not. Washing clothes on my hand. A lot of times don't have the opportunity to dry the clothes, and so I have to have wet or semi-wet clothes in a plastic bag. A lot of times drying the clothes will be sitting outside somewhere for the sun dry. Rarely do I get an opportunity to put them in a dryer. For the one thing that a person who isn't homeless, a homeless person will have to do 5 things. Every second of every day, you're reminded that you're homeless. Every second of every day, you're reminded that you're homeless because you can't do this, you can't do that.
Okay, my name is Rogelio Antonio Jarvis. For the past few years, I've been comfortably housed. Life was good, and found myself facing an eviction, very sudden eviction. I'm here to get identification because one of the requirements by the state of Georgia, even to get into a shelter, is that you must show identification.
When I'm talking to other people about the importance of state identification, I really often talk about it is the first door out of homelessness. Because without the state identification, a person can't access shelter, employment, health care, benefits, permanent housing. So really, this is the first thing a person experiencing homelessness needs to be able to obtain in order to move out of a homeless situation.
Life in the streets without ID is a nightmare. You cannot sit in restaurants, if you sit around the park, the police will also ask you to, keep it moving. So it's a very difficult life. Because on one hand, you want to tell people your reality, but then on the other hand, you cannot because people are judgmental. But that's the life I gotta live, hidden in plain sight. So this is my new normal. Fantasize about what's normal.
Some people out here trying to take advantage of other people. So I unfortunately had my book bag stolen from me with my important paperwork in it. So that sent me back, like a couple of weeks because I had to wait to get paperwork back to me. Because it can happen to anybody. Like let's say a hurricane came, no clothes, no nothing, no phone, you don't know what to do. And that's where you get straight, like, okay, I've been through this, so I'm not going back down, I gotta come back right back up again,
With anything in life, you need to have a goal. If you're homeless and you're just wandering about, you're not gonna get anywhere. But a person in my position, I want it. And so when I come to a place like this, it's not a handout, it's a hand up. You get what I mean?
If a person were to walk in and get identification on their own, it is $32, and birth certificates range from anywhere from $9 to $50, depending on what state you were born in. And in addition to the birth certificate, if a person has been married and their name has changed, then they also need a marriage certificate, which is an additional funding as well.
That's the reason why I've been years without an ID. It's not because I ain't want it, because it's so hard. But a place like this makes it much easier.
Central Outreach, thank you for holding. How can I help you?
Again, I didn't have any form of ID at all. It was from out of state. Miss Brenner right there, she helped me, and she looked up all of the different ways that I could get an out-of-state birth certificate for free. And we found one that said that I would be able to get it if I can list my siblings and their birth dates. But that was too easy to be true. Things like that don't work out for me. I called and I think what you would say, yep, it's up here. I was like, wow. I was hitting my friend, I said, she said it's up there. I'm finna go get that. I don't know who trains the staff here. I don't know who hires the staff here, but I haven't seen one person here, even the security guard. Everybody makes you feel like they want to be here, they want us to be here, and they want to help us.
They don't look down on me. I don't see them looking down on anyone, actually. If anything, they try to encourage the ones that look down on themselves.
Honestly, I don't think you can train that. I don't think you train that.
The challenge for us oftentimes is funders have gotten around the notion of funding organizations that provide housing. We support that too. A person can't get out of a homeless situation without having affordable housing to go into. But I always go back to the first step, even towards that permanent housing, is having state identification. And so we're always looking for new ways in which to bring in money to support the work that we do here at Central OAC.